Logan, it's the same old story. There's a renewed push for gun control, but there's still this, 50-50 split. And you have a Democrat like Joe Manchin, who is very much in favor of the Second Amendment. Do they think anything's going to be different this time?
Well, they think that's the case, but the question is, will it be? And Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is vowing to introduce legislation passed by the House that would require background checks on most gun sales and transfers.
We're going to debate and address the epidemics of gun violence in this country. As I said, it's different that we're in charge.
And while Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is opposed to legislation passed by the House, he's willing to listen to his Democratic colleagues in the Senate.
What I'm not attracted to is something that doesn't work. And there have been deep-seated philosophical differences between Republicans and Democrats about how to deal with gun violence.
But Texas Senator Ted Cruz says Democrats won't listen to GOP proposals.
What happens in this committee after every mass shooting is Democrats propose taking away guns from law-abiding citizens, because that's their political objective.
Longtime Iowa Senator Chuck Grassley says the nation needs to have an honest conversation when it comes to guns.
I cherish my right to bear arms. In the dialogue about gun control, we rarely consider how many Americans are united in their advocacy and enjoyment of this right.
A Senate push on new gun control measures would be the first since 2013, but Democrats do not have the votes to pass any significant reform. And with the filibuster in place, there's a 60-vote threshold to pass most legislation in the Senate. So they'd need at least 10 Republicans to join them, which Iowa's other GOP Senator Joni Ernst says is a good thing.
The filibuster is what makes the Senate the Senate. I have said it before, but we don't need to House of Representatives here in Washington, D.C. What we see from Democrats, however, is that they want to get rid of the filibuster, and what we call that is a power grab.
And Senate Majority Whip Dick Durbin, a Democrat from Illinois, calls gun violence a public health crisis and says we need to prevent the shootings before they're even able to take place. Now, Republicans agree on that, but they don't agree on how to go about it. And then in terms of that recent Colorado shooting that left 10 people dead at the grocery store near Boulder, we still do not know a motive, although we do know the name of the suspect, and they're currently investigating in Colorado as we speak. John.
All right, Logan, we'll talk some more about that coming up later in the show, some of the circumstances surrounding the shooting in Colorado. But, it is interesting that Dick Durbin would call this, a public health crisis, considering he has so much experience with gun violence in the city of Chicago, but you don't hear the same kind of passion about gun control after those weekends of violence in Chicago. But we'll see you again coming up later in the program, Logan. Thanks so much.